So, I have you down here because your mom called school.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you know why your mom called school?
Yes.
Okay. Why did your mom call school?
Because of something, because I told her about something.
Alright, when did you tell her something?
During lunch, I texted her.
Okay, so you texted mom during lunch. Okay. And then, so what did you text mom? Just so we're all, I need to find out, make sure we're on the same page.
I texted her that the teacher was like watching something inappropriate.
Okay, what was that inappropriate? What was he watching that was inappropriate?
Like a girl and a boy naked.
So, porn.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you saw him watching this.
Like, it was on his computer, and whenever it would go up, he would switch tabs really quickly. And when I walked up there, Kiara, she was like shocked. She was shocked that he was watching that. And I was like, what? She said, look what's on his computer. So I walked up, pretending like I was gonna grab paper, and I saw what was on his computer.
So you know so what you reported to your mom, and what it sounds like you're about to talk to me about, is that's pretty serious.
Yeah.
So there's a difference in I think I saw and I know I'm quite certain I saw.
So like when I went up there, his computer was right there. So he was watching it, but like his mouse was on it and everything. He was watching it and it was playing it, but he didn't press on the video, so it wouldn't search. I don't think it would search up on his history or not. But he was like watching.
Why wouldn't this come up on this? Anything you type in?
No. I don't know if it was on YouTube. I don't know what app it was on, but
If it's on a computer, it can be searched. So anything on the computer can be searched. But here's where I'm a little disappointed. Obviously, if this is true, if this was true, that's disappointing itself. But you had 3 or 4 adults in the cafeteria, and you call mom?
No, I went to
or text mom?
No, I went to go tell Miss Stahl, and then I texted my mom.
So you talked to Miss Stahl first.
Mm-hmm. And she told us to go sit back down, and she's gonna talk to Charlie because she's the only one that finished her food. And we went to go sit back down.
Alright, that's all. So then why are you texting mom? Okay. That makes it a little better. But why are you texting mom after that?
Because that's my mom and I tell her everything.
Yeah, but you don't, here's what I'm saying. We don't even know what's true and what's not true yet. So you gotta give it time. You see I'm cool with you telling your mom everything, but you don't need to tell your mom everything within 10 seconds, especially if you don't know fully what's going on. Alright? Because I'm going to tell you this, your substitute was not watching porn. I know that for a fact. How do you think I know that?
You looked at his computers?
Every computer, my computer, Officer Hall's computer, every computer comes into this one computer. And anything if I go type in the word gun, it's going to get put over here in this category. Or if I type in math, it just goes into this. I'm going to try to make it simple. Anytime you search something, when you type in Google and you search something, say it's how to do multiplication problems. When you hit search, that goes to school appropriate category. Me, I'm sitting right next to you, I type in gun. It's going to go over to possibly inappropriate. Because I might type in the history of guns. And then those people, that filter is going to say, well, it's not like he's saying he's going to bring a gun to school. He's just looking up the history of guns because he's doing a project. Alright? Or you type the word bomb, I type in how to bomb a school. Right? Bam. So what happens is those categories get flagged. And the ones that are inappropriate, we get alerted on. So,
But the tab, it was on YouTube.
what's that?
It was on YouTube. The tab looked like, it would look like YouTube.
Okay.
So, does that go to school appropriate, or can you still see his history?
He was on YouTube, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it looked like he was on YouTube, yes.
Right. So you're still certain that he was on watching porn?
Possibly, that's what it looks like.
Okay. And your question is, the tab was what?
YouTube, and I was only from the side of it, so I could see it, but from the front of it, Kiara was right there, so she saw like his whole computer.
Okay.
So, and she said that he was watching porn, so that just made me believe that he was watching porn. When I went up there, it looked like he was watching porn.
Because, so one, another person reported it to you. Is that what alerted you to go up there?
Just to make sure it was him, because I was going to tell you guys.
Hold on. Who went up to the desk first? You or her?
Kiara. And then Charlie,
Okay,
my
hold
friend.
on, let's just stay with Kiara. So Kiara goes up, thinks she sees something inappropriate, and tells you to go up?
No, she was sitting there for like 2-3 minutes while everybody came up to the desk. But
Standing by his desk?
yeah, but the other people they were like in front of his desk. She was like right next to him, seeing everything that was on her computer. And from the side of it, it looked like he was looking at porn.
Okay.
And she was right in front of the computer. She could see everything.
Okay. And then when do you come up?
Like after, because
Where was she at? Where was she at when you came up? Did she go back to her desk?
No, she was still up there.
So now you guys are kind of side by side?
No, I'm a little bit further than her. She's way more closer. Like she's almost really close. She's really close to the computer. I could only see from like here from that desk right now. I was like standing right here.
Okay.
And then Charlie, she came up and she said that it was porn too, and that's when we all went to go tell Miss Hall.
Okay. So your question is, I think it might have been through YouTube or something like that, right?
Those 3.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you this. Regardless of what he clicked on the internet, anytime you click on the internet, it can be searched. Everything. Does that clear things up for you?
Yes.
So like, right now, I have this open and this open. Under my profile, under my name, it's showing 2 things. And if I pull up a new tab, now it's saying I'm on Phillip County. And if I go here and type in history of bombs, here it comes. It's starting to show what I'm thinking about searching. And if I just leave it there, it's still there. So look, all that can be searched. Or all that's being stored. And what I can do, I can go to the system and pull up everything that I just looked up in the last 30 seconds. Because it keeps it there. And we have, again, we were able to do that, and there was no indication of that. So, where you need to be careful, and then I guess I'll have the same talk of, I guess with, who is it, Kiara
and Charlie.
I had the same thought, like, there's a difference in, I think I saw, and it kind of might have been, versus, like, I know for a fact, like, I saw. Like, we have no indication that that occurred at all, based off what was searched. and that's been confirmed. So what we cannot be doing is talking about this and spreading false rumors. Okay?
But I wasn't spreading anything.
I'm saying moving forward. Like we don't need to go, like if you go back to class, so when you go back to class, people are going to ask what's going on. We don't need to talk about it. Like we don't even need to bring up, well, I got called down because I think I saw this in Mr. Coleman's, and Mr. Reckon talked to me about this. Like that business does not need to be shared. I'll call your mom and share with her because she's concerned, and she should be, just like we were concerned. That's why we're taking 10 minutes to talk about this. I mean, because that's a serious thing. But with Officer Hall and our people who monitor our computers, they looked into it. Was there YouTube videos up? Yes, there was. Was there anything inappropriate? There was not. So what might have been minimized down at the bottom or up top was, and you might have seen a boy and a girl in video. And if it was just like, I'm trying to pull up, let's see if I can do it YouTube. And I'm thinking, I'm just picturing it was probably something along the lines of like this. But it was like, was it up like this, in your opinion, or is it more like this?
It was the first one.
Like the full page, like this. Well, I'll share this with you. Even when this, I just typed in YouTube. That's all I typed in YouTube. Well, that can be called inappropriate. And what did I search? YouTube. That could be inappropriate. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, there's a guy with a shirt off. That could be inappropriate. There's a grandma with a gun. That can be viewed inappropriate. Look at all this stuff, just me typing in YouTube. That can be considered inappropriate. And if it's like, let's see, where was that one with the gun? Oh my gosh, I just saw Mr. Reckon watching a video with grandma getting shot. Let's look. So that stuff can be, I can see where just glancing by the computer. So what I was going to really say is this. What I was trying to say is this: if somebody was trying to watch something that was prior inappropriate, and you come up to the desk, do you think they're going to have it all like this on their page?
I'm not sure. Depending on who the person is.
Let me ask you this: when you're trying to get away with something, aren't you a little secretive about it or sneaky about it? You're a kid. Well, guess what? Adults are the same thing. If they're trying to get away with something, they don't want to get caught. They're not going to be that open about it to where they easily can get caught that way. Like, so obvious. That's like me, that's just like me, I really want to smoke a cigarette right now, and I'm not allowed to smoke in my office, but I'm going to smoke back here with my door open. If I was going to be sneaky about it, I would, at the least, I would do what?
Close the door.
Shut my door. That's what I'm saying. So moving forward, we don't need to be talking about this. Also, I'll share this. Last year, your grade, and it's not everybody in your grade, and I'm not saying you are the one who is the one ringleader behind this, but just your grade in general has these thoughts. And sometimes we take our thoughts and we spread it out to our classmates about Mr. Coleman. And that all needs to stop. So if you have done this much of that, or if you're thinking about doing that, or expressing your feelings about them, because I've already talked to a few kids about that this year. And it was conversations like, well, why are you down? He's like, well, Mr. Coleman's our sub and he's kind of creepy. What do you mean creepy? Well, I just think he's kind of weird. Do you feel like your brother's weird? Yeah, he's my brother. Okay, well guess what? So he's weird. That's your feelings, that's your thoughts. It doesn't mean it's inappropriate. It doesn't mean he's being dangerous. That doesn't mean he's disrespectful. He's like, well, he kind of does weird things. Well, guess what? Does your brother do weird things? Yeah. Do old people do weird things? Yes, they do. But it doesn't mean it's illegal. It doesn't mean it's not safe. So, I just want to share that because your grade, that started a little bit last year. We have no problems with the 8th graders. We had no problems with the 8th graders last year. We have no problems with this 8th grade this year. We have no problems with our 6th graders this year. It's the 7th grade. And it's not everybody in 7th grade. It's a few. I'm just sharing this with you since we were just talking about it, okay? So that just needs to die down. So when you hear people talking about, or if they're making up rumors, or if they're talking about Mr. Coleman, like, you don't need to share your thoughts or feelings. Like, he's a substitute teacher, and before he was a substitute teacher, he was a teacher here in Pendleton County Schools. Like, he retired from here. So, but anything else you want to share with me? Okay. So, moving forward, like, we don't need to be talking about this. Now, if we're talking about this or posting things on social media about this, that's going to lead to consequences. Because that's what that is doing, is creating false reports or false accusations about an employee. Okay? So, refrain from doing that, okay? But I will talk to you, say Kiara as well. Just a minute.
Kiara and Charlie.
Charlie. All right, you may go.